And so today we are in Yumbe, and in Yumbe we are working on issues of emergency, which has been brought forward by fighting in South Sudan. And this place where I am standing is called Bidibidi camp. It's a new camp, and this came out as a result of overflow of Ajuman and Koboko camps being so full. Because the numbers keep growing up, we are opening up a new camp. The government has opened up a new camp in this place Yumbe, and World Vision as a result has come to respond. So this new camp is expected to take on 100,000 refugees. And because the situation is not predictable in South Sudan, we expect further influx to keep growing. But to begin with, we already have 40,000 refugees that will start this camp. And with time, we'll see others increasing, because on a daily basis, we notice around 3,000 refugees coming on the border. So World Vision, with partners, we are working on a number of areas. I will start by mentioning that we are working with World Food Program on majorly food distribution, and we are now also working with UNHCR doing non-food items, but also we are going to do hot meal. We have also partnered with UNICEF, and under UNICEF we are going to do protection and community services. And so right now we have all our teams on the ground. We have set up the stores for the food distribution that will come from World Food Program, and in that area we seem to be quite okay. In working with UNHCR, we have also set up the cooking place, as you see in the background. So we seem to be doing well in these areas, but of course, with the numbers increasing, we still have gaps that still need to be met. And our main area of focus, and where we see there is still gap, is to do with protection. Just as you might be aware, when there are refugees, over probably 70% of the refugees are women and children. And so, which means there are a lot of risks and vulnerabilities that the children are bound to face, because some of them are unaccompanied, and some of them definitely they are the risk of being abused, and that is an area where we still see a lot of issues to be handled, and even partners are being stretched. And so we hope that under that area, with the partnership that we have with UNICEF, we will be able to cover child-friendly space where the children will be coming and they will be safe for the entire day. But there are also cases that we shall be handling under child protection, and so we have another component of case management that we are going to handle, and that will also feed into the psychosocial support that the team and the children that are at risk may need those services. We'll also be connecting with other partners like UNFPA, like ARSC for referral cases. So in terms of resources, we are stretched, and we think that if partners could join in, if donors could join in to beef up the huge gap that we still have in that area, definitely it will do us good. So while services are going to be created here, but depending on the number of settlements that are going to be created to accommodate all those children and the people, we will need services in those communities as well. So that is a gap that we also still have, that while we are concentrating on this transit center, when we go to the places where they will be settled, definitely those services are still going to be needed in there. So we still need the issues of education, still need to be addressed, issues of child protection in those communities where the refugees are going to be resettled are still eminent. Education is still an area that needs to be focused on as well. WASH is still an area that needs to also be worked on, and so we call out for any support that is available to come and beef up, and we do the work under the refugees.